We have something extremely special here to show you today. Number 9 Jean Kelly Court in Maudsland offers something extremely unique in the heart of Maudsland, Tuxedo Junction. Owned by winners of 2015, the block, Ayden and Jess Hogan. We're going to be meeting them shortly and talking about why this home is so spectacular. Let's go meet them. Thanks for having us, Ayden and Jess. Obviously, we're going to take a tour today, but I wanted to start asking a few questions so that the people watching and the buyers looking understand what they're looking at today. What attracted you to this particular block?
We wanted to move sort of a bit out of the Gold Coast busyness, I think. Being out here at Maudsland seems to get us a bit away from that. It's a bit more peaceful out here. Yeah. And this is an acre block. This particular block was actually the last remaining block in this estate until the old part opened up. Yeah. So it was just logical. The ceiling space here is absolutely amazing. You'll never find another one of these. I don't think it's to be replicated. The VJ board just adds another element to what is a very white space. It's big and welcoming all at the same time.
I'm an outdoors sort of person, so the big yard with the kids on the weekend, just enjoyment in the pool, on the deck.
Well, let's go have a look. We'll start outside, we'll start the tour, show everyone your favourite, and then we'll make our way back through the house.
Yeah, perfect.
So obviously you mentioned outside, and we know there's just over an acre of land that we're sitting on here. Why did we choose to design the house with this aspect? What was so important about this?
I love that I don't have any curtains here. People might be like, oh, I don't love that. But the light that comes in and the privacy that you have because there is literally nobody that can look in, I love. Being able to stand in there and look out onto greenery and, you know, it's fantastic.
I think it's good too, the way you guys have put the pool. I mean, you can imagine like a family gathering, having a barbecue and the kids are in the pool and you can just see from up here and even take a jump off the balcony if you're really good.
The roof even, yeah.
The roof? If anyone's taken off the roof, I'll take my hat off because I don't even think I'd go from the balcony.
Family Christmas here is amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
It's the absolute best.
We love to entertain, we love to have family around, so.
We had a bit of an argument about do we stain, do we not stain? Someone told me that if we stain this deck, it's going to be bright red.
Yeah, that might have been me. Jess always wanted a grey deck, a nice silver deck. So what we've done, we've just given it a 1-coat natural oil, and it's come up fantastic. It's 25mm thick ironbark from out at Enright Sawmill, straight from the sawmill.
It's not your regular decking, it's going to last so
forever.
long.
These are beautiful. I think you've got some, like, the whole house has got these cute little intricate details. The door handles are one of them. I spoke about them actually on Facebook.
Did you?
Recently, about how intricate all the door handles, even on the cabinetry and the little kids' retreat, the little flowery
These have actually come from America.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're antique from America.
Just a random box of door handles Jess ordered.
I wanted to talk about, because this is one of my favourite features in the house, is this wall, the fireplace. And we've got some candles set up in there at the moment, mainly because I can't start a fire. But we'll work with the candles, right? But tell us a bit about the wall, because it's something I've not seen ever.
So, very hard to get a fireplace builder on the Gold Coast. Luckily for me, I have a contact who does pizza ovens and has been a brickie all his life. So, very hard task, but it's an actual fireplace. It works. Every winter we would chop wood, throw it in there, and it warms the whole space.
Well, not everybody knows also that traditional build of a fireplace. When you go to the back of the building, you can see it from the back and actually is a beautiful view of the fireplace.
Yeah, and it's just a beautiful layout. I mean, obviously with the cushions and stuff, it's quite a usable space too. Like, it's not just a fireplace. Now, you guys have kids, so I can only imagine why there's doors here, but I know that we built what I'm calling the kids' retreat. I imagine that's what it was built for. Yeah. So let's go for a walk in there. We'll talk about some of the things because there's some pretty cool features in here as well. But I actually wanted to point out, because I was talking about the door handles before, and these are just absolutely adorable. Was this in the same box from America?
No, these are local.
That's it.
It kind of fits with the style of the house as well, because it's an older style build. So all of these little things that happen is just part of
And the layout's perfect. I mean, we're in the third living space, really, which could be blocked off. Kids can have their own little space.
Yep.
It functioned so well. Our kids were probably 10 and 12 at the time, and they'd have their TV and lounge set up here. We'd be out there or in the front media room. It's great, obviously, to all be together, and we have the space to do that, but it's also great to have that bit of separate time, which they could do in here by themselves with the doors closed.
I actually want to talk, I know we're in here, we're talking about the bathroom and the walk-in robe, but I want to take a moment because it's probably the best room, in my opinion, at the moment to show the little intricate details you guys have done. And we know it's an older style, new build, but like the details in the architraves and in the skirting boards and obviously the corners, like, is that something you guys got inspiration from, or have you seen them before?
Jess, she wanted to keep with that old look, but still make it a new sort of style house. And the architraves, ordering them in the thicker profile and the larger size, gives you that height. If we were to stick a tiny little profile on with the ceiling heights, it would have looked ridiculous. So she's nailed it there. It's amazing how many people come in and think that we've moved this house from somewhere and placed it here. But the perfect weaving of old and new. So
I actually want to focus on this.
The bath.
Because this is stunning, absolutely stunning. It's the only bath in the house.
Yep. Again, it's the style of the bath as well, with that lovely high back. And it is beautiful to have the windows open, sitting in the bath and, you know, watching the birds or the sky or whatever you can see out there. Yeah. Our other favourite thing in the bathrooms is the lack of tiles.
Yeah.
I love having that VJ on the walls, just as a point of difference, and skirting. It looks like you're kind of in a room.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that. That's
it's not bathroomy.
And you've still got the tiles in the shower, of course, beautiful subway with the feature, a bit of marble in there.
Yeah.
It's really helped, but it carries on that high ceilings. I think it extends it a lot with those
with the vertical lines.
Now, obviously, we were on the deck before, so we know that these open up. But I think one of the good things about this is actually the amount of light that you're going to get. I mean, you can obviously block that off quite easily so you can have your sleep. But it's another room that you haven't felt the need to put blinds on. No,
it's exactly right. Again, I just love that filtered light. And if you go to the outside of the home, you can't see in. So that's my personal preference, but obviously everybody has their own thing. I like to wake up when the sun comes up, so
And we know this flows through to another gorgeous bathroom, into the ensuite, and you've really kept consistent. Obviously, all the bathrooms are very similar. Layouts are probably the biggest difference. Was that on purpose, or?
Absolutely. The whole house had to flow. We wanted to keep the house classic. Which means that really, to me, means that everything is pretty plain and pretty same. So that you can zhuzh up with, you know, styling, furnishings and that sort of thing. So it was really important to make sure that everything was the same, in my opinion. We didn't go with vanities, just again to give the feeling of space in the rooms. But there's so much storage in the shaving cabinets that you just don't need.
Yeah, and I think that carries on. I mean, you're bringing all the elements. You got timber, you got stone, you got this gorgeous BJ, you got everything in every single room, which is quite beautiful. So let's end this in the kitchen then. We started here, but we didn't really talk about it. But I love everything you've done with this kitchen, from the handles that obviously worked out through the rest of the home, the beautiful white stove. But let's talk about why you've chosen some of the things you've chosen. I mean, what led you to the marble?
I don't think there's a more luxurious finish than marble. And this is actual marble. It's not manufactured stone. And it's one piece. So it's pretty special, in my opinion. It's a lovely surface to work with, and really it just looks bloody amazing.
We have literally bashed it too, and it's honed finish. It's not shiny, so it's dull. Jess has always wanted a massive oven, so
we got six burners there, so you can do a lot. Do a lot there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Those cupboards at the top.
They're cupboards.
They're cupboards. They're usable, aren't they?
I think every person that has a kitchen has appliances that you get out once in a while, you know, the good old ice cream maker or the, you know, random stuff. And that's the perfect place to put them. And they're out of sight, but also lovely to have these glass fronts as well so that you can display a few nice little...
And with the lights in there too. and the butlers, which has got more cabinetry because we didn't have enough before. It's got more bench space. It's got everything you could possibly imagine.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, and it really is the heart of the home. I mean, we were talking about the entertainment before. I mean, you're cooking, you're doing whatever you want here, and views straight out to the entertainment. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much for jumping on camera.
Yeah, no worries,
taking
mate.
us for a tour. It's been a while since you've been on camera, so we'll wrap it up here. Hopefully soon we'll be bringing in some buyers and letting your dream carry on to them. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. We will be inviting you in very, very soon. We cannot wait to meet you, take you through this amazing home and see if we can transfer their dream to yours. Talk soon.